Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where your location, where you're watching me from. I want to react to what is trending right now on the social media space. How Wizkid said it was bigger than Fela Kuti. That was a very big joke, and I believe that was too expensive for Wizkid to talk about. I think you went overboard to make a very big blunder, Wizkid, and you should, as a matter of urgency, apologize to the Fela Kuti family. Fela is nobody's mate. Fela Nicola Kuti is nobody's mate. It's not your father's mate. It is not my father's mate. They are not in the same category. You know, when you talk about advocate for change, for freedom, for good governance, Fela started it with his music. Fela's first album was in 1962. Which kid? Where was your fathers at that time? Where were you? You know, you don't just wake up and start and disrespect someone's legacy. Fela Anikulapo Kuti, aka Abamieda, his legacy is huge. Wizkid, you cannot walk a step in Fela's shoes. You don't just wake up and start saying things that you are not supposed to say. You saying that you are bigger than Fela, do you know what it will do to your musical career? Your music career is going to go down. Your reputation is going to go down. There are places you're going to go to today, Wizkid, that people will despise you. People will boo you. People will cancel. People will cancel. They will boycott your shows. They will boycott your shows because of what you have said. You don't disrespect a great man like Fela. You know, when they say VDM is how do they call it? Those people that protest, people that they will say is an activist. Fela started it. VDM will always say he's not an activist, but Fela is an activist. You know, do you know how Fela fought government? Obasanjo government, you know? Fela was the pain in the heart of that government. Yaradua and the Jagmos government, Fela was there. When Fela said, you know, in one of his songs, he said, Beast of No Nation. Our verse, that people should go and listen to that song. How we talked about when Buhari said, my people are disciplined, my people are this, that it was a very an animal talk. It was an animal talk. What kind of talk is that? Well, we say, let's talk about how it was. Fela fought governance. Fela was arrested for more than 200 times. Wizkid, how many times have they arrested you? Okay, I believe he was arrested one time. I believe when they said you were smoking in marijuana in one hotel in one of the African countries I visited during his concert. So Wizkid, go back and apologize to that family. Is it Fela that talked about water, light, food, the house? He talked about Vision 2020, when they said they were going to give us light, there will be light in Nigeria, there will be housing, there will be power, there will be food. But what here are we right now? 2026, we don't have water, we don't have power, we don't. That's electricity. We don't have light, and there's no housing. So this is the person that has been talking about what government should do for the people, fighting government. Wizkid, how many fights have you fought for the people? How many songs have you written to protest against the marginalization of people by the government, to protest against the injustice by the government of the day? What have you done apart from sampling people's songs? Wizkid, the song you did in 2011 was first of all sung by somebody. Allah at your boy. It was sung by somebody that you sampled. When you say yeah, you are sampling Fela's song. So how can you just wake up and begin to think that you are bigger than Fela? Whatever every other musician has done in this country, I don't think there will be anyone to measure up with what Fela has done. You are a star, no doubt, but they said pride goes before a fall. Wizkid, you need to start guiding your utterances. You talk anyhow, you know, and you also need to reduce the substances that you take. I believe maybe what you took that day was too much, that you have to start goofing. You goofed by saying that you're bigger than Fela. If you have personal issue with, you cannot insult my father right now, and I'll be quiet about it. I will come at you. So that's what Shehu Kuti did by saying that you can't say that. Then you started insulting him and started saying rubbish. Wizkid, go back and trace your steps. And also you have to think about remodeling your name. I think that name Wizkid always make you talk like a kid, and you talk as if shit drops from the hacks, from the anus. And consider rebranding, because I think you are a kid, Wizkid. You are a Wizkid for a reason, because you talk like a kid. You don't have to disrespect a national figure, though he's no longer here. Fela is a national figure in Nigeria, even though he's no longer alive. He's a name that everybody in the world respects. Everybody respects Fela. You can't just wake up and start talking trash because because a fan brought it up. You are supposed to as a Wizkid, you are supposed to rebuke that your fan that said that you were bigger than Fela. No, it's very bad. Nigerian musicians should start thinking of how they can sing for the change of this country rather than singing for cruise. So that's just what I have to say. Please, ladies and gentlemen, it's better that we respect our elders, no matter how angry we are. Let's think of what we will speak out of our mouth and the resultant effect, how it will affect us before we go back and start saying things. Thank you very much. This was just what I have to say. Wizkid, you are a star, but you cannot walk a step in Fela's shoes. You and Fela are not on the same category. Okay, Fela is bigger than Fela is music itself. So he composes, he sings, and he does he plays all musical instruments. Wizkid, what kind of instrument do you play? I don't think you play any. So you guys are not mates. Fela is bigger than you. You and Fela. No. We don't have to measure you and Fela. Wizkid, Fela is not in your category. Fela is way over there, and Wizkid, you are down below. Thank you very much.